What's going on, Button Mashers? I'm Mr. Gamer.
And I'm Kitty Duvall.
And welcome to episode 28 of SBR Reports. Microsoft is the new Netflix?
No.
Oh, okay, I was just double checking. I mean, I didn't think so. I was almost certain that it wasn't the case, but I just had to be doubly sure. Because that was just a little weird. But we're going to start this off with something that I am actually really excited about. Something that's going to make me want to get VR for Catherine. Catherine is my computer, for those of you who don't know. I name all my electronics. And I know what I'm going to be naming this game. I'm going to be naming this game probably going to be killing my eyesight. It is an indie game. It is an indie game called Beat Saber. It's a rhythm-based VR game where so think of DDR, except instead of using your feet, you're using your hands. And it's all in virtual reality.
Wait, is this that Guitar Hero for nerds?
Oh, no. It's so much better. Like, imagine you have notes coming at you, and if you have an arrow pointing up, you slash down or what have you, but it's to the beat of the music.
Oh, so it's Star Wars meets Guitar Hero.
No! What? Star Wars has nothing to do with this. This is just pure...
I see saber, I think lightsaber.
Okay. Not every single time you see some glowing stick that looks like a sword. Okay, seriously, not every single time.
Oh my goodness. Do you realize the only reason people don't name it those things is because copyright?
Anyway, so the people of Hyperbolic Magnetism are developing this video game. It's going to be coming out sometime in 2018. We have no idea, but I'll link on my website. I have a link where you can watch the gameplay teaser. I want it. I want it now. I was skeptical about VR. I had my first unfortunate VR experience with a video game called Emily. That was scary and something you should never play drunk. And then
anything really.
Well, yeah. And then Fallout 4 VR came out, and I saw how craptastic that was. And
then we just have VR chat.
Wait. Dear.
Do you know the way?
Anywho, I will be looking forward to this game. I believe that Catherine should be beefy enough to have some VR. So, I want it. I want this game so much. Like, I imagine myself sweating profusely. Now my curiosity lies in, and I know that, certain games like, Audio Surf or Beat Hazard make it to where you can use your own music. If this game allows you to use your own music.
We're doing it to the My Little Pony theme song. I have spoken. I was gonna try to have it go to something a little bit more awesome,
appropriate.
Okay.
Like, the trap intro to SpongeBob.
I hate you.
I think that would just be hilarious. But yes, coming out in 2018, sometime 2018, Beat Saber.
Well, that's cool and all, but let's move on to something a little bit cute. I mean, sad but cute. Nintendo's very first ever mobile app game, Miitomo, is going to be scrapped, all servers shut down in May, just after 2 years of being here. Now, nobody's surprised. I stopped playing it after the first 4 months.
I didn't even last that long, because, I mean, after a while...
you have a short attention span.
Well, I have many things that I have to do and take care of and manage and play and review, and yes, I have a short attention span, and unfortunately, this game just could not keep up. Now, that doesn't mean that it's bad. And they've got Animal Crossing.
Well, yeah, I mean, Animal Crossing is fun in its own right. They're still adding new things to it. I think, honestly, as far as mobile games go, Nintendo isn't strong there.
Nintendo isn't strong in the app department. Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry, this is only the second worst app game that they've ever brought out.
What's the first?
Super Mario Run.
Ah.
That was not good enough.
Yeah, but if you still are playing Miitomo right now, up until May, they're upping the login bonuses. You're just going to be getting all these coins and game tickets or whatever.
To be used for...
As a final hurrah.
Oh, I'm like, does it transfer over to, like, my Nintendo Club or something like that?
That would be so cool if it did. Hold on, I might have to re-download it.
Well, I mean, obviously it doesn't say that it does anything like that, but I mean, that would be a nice incentive for, to get some more people playing, though you'll be killing the app later this year. You're just bringing more people to this game, and then hopefully by that you'll have them go over to Animal Crossing. By the way, Mr. Vol, how is Animal Crossing?
I mean, it's great. I like it. I haven't been able to keep up with it. Luckily, I don't kill anybody. They're just chilling.
Okay, that's good, because, I mean, does your park, like, start to fade and deteriorate and everyone start to get angry because you left?
No, nothing like that. But I do have a garden now. Because they opened up a garden, and now they have it where you can make your own clothes. So, they're slowly adding things to it. I've just been uber busy and not looking at my phone for gaming recently. But it's fun, and you guys should totally add my friend code at some point.
I'll add the friend code within this, on my site so that you can go bug Mr. Vol.
Tee.
But you want to know what else is kind of bugging me? So, for our main story, there is an article from Business Insider talking about, well, more specifically, Microsoft's boss, Xbox
Bill
boss.
Spencer, whatever.
Yeah, that guy. Is talking about the push towards something that we already knew was coming. Games as a service. Where you don't buy a game, you subscribe to a channel or a Game Pass in this sense, and you essentially can play a variety of video games for $10 a month or what have you. Now, I've spoken about this previously. For those who are new to the podcast, I will reiterate. I think games as a service does have some positive aspects in the sense of I don't have to pay $60 for something that I may not really like. That's true. Also, this is very good for people who
are broke.
Have a lot of time on their hands, I would say.
No, it's for people that are broke too.
Okay, yes.
Like, come on, son. Because the console itself is expensive. And then that's $60 per game for a game that might suck.
Yeah, but what I think that this, I first of all, let me go over the positives of this. I think it's great where you are subscribing so you can play a variety of video games. You can choose what games you want to play. I'm going to assume seamlessly if they are going to compare this to Netflix, where essentially you choose, like, I want to play Uncharted 6, but then after that I'm done. I want to play, Dead or Alive, Tits McGee, Volleyball 89, whatever. And I could just switch and play however it is that I want. This is going to be great for streamers because you don't have to put money into one particular video game. You could just put your you could put your money into this one service and then just play a variety of video games. You have an extensive library of which you can entertain your audience.
I think it also helps people who also like to save their money to collect certain games so they can still be playing the on-trend quote-unquote games, but then get their very expensive collector's edition of everything else.
Now, the other side of this, though. This hurts. I would say this hurts people like me. And when I say people like me, people who don't have as much time to just peruse. Like, typically I get a game and I want to get in it. Like, for my birthday, I remember you guys didn't forget my birthday. Jerks. Anyway, so I bought, unfortunately, Akiba's Beat. I'll be doing a review on that game later. And then I instantly returned it the same day and got Tales of Zestria. And I'm liking Tales of Zestria. Now I've got an RPG on the Switch, which is Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And I got Tales of Zestria. And those are the games I'm going to be sinking my time into. I don't have the time to just peruse through a video game. I just don't. I've got a 40 to 50 hour a week job. On top of the fact, you also have to take into account your internet speed. Because remember, you don't own these games.
Well, with the Microsoft Game Pass one, you do get to actually download them. I don't know if they disappear if you
Well, I'm not even talking about that. These video games aren't like 2 or 3 or 6 gigabytes.
That's true.
These video games are like 30, 40, 50, 60 gigabytes. So how much storage space? I mean, I guess on one sense, this really pushes people to get a terabyte drive because you're going to need it.
Maybe a 2 terabyte drive.
I mean, this just really, like, you're not going to be able to really do much with 500 gigs anymore. So yes, you have to take into account your internet speed with streaming some games, because not all video games you will own. And then after that, you just have to download the game. Now, in the article, they do mention an example where you could buy quote-unquote Sea of Thieves in stores in March 20th for $60, or you could pay $10 a month for Game Pass and gain access to it and over 100 other games. Now, the idea is that you don't have to go anywhere to get it. You just simply, it's the game that's available during Game Pass, and boom, it's just downloaded. But the thing is, what I mentioned before, that hard drive space. Video games are large. And then that's just the game. Like, everyone knows that most big titles come out with day one patches.
Oh, and you know what? Speaking of which, they, cause this was an interview with Phil Spencer. They did, the interviewer, Ben Gilbert. Oh, that's a cute name. Anyway, he did bring up the whole thing like EA and other third-party developers being hesitant to join in on this Game Pass. And Phil was pretty much like, we won't force them to do it, just like we won't force gamers to join in. It's just like, a lot of them are excited about this new thing because they see how Netflix and Spotify is doing and how well they're doing, so they see it as a great business opportunity. But the question is for how long, because third-party games play a huge role, I think, in the success of, if you look how the Nintendo Wii U
like, look at the Nintendo Wii U versus the Nintendo Switch.
Yeah.
Nintendo Wii U had basically no third-party support. The Nintendo Switch has a metric crap ton of third-party support.
Yeah, so I guess the other question is, how well will this last? How long will this last? Because third-party support is pretty big. And if it is just like Netflix, it's like dealing with the whole Disney thing when they decide to take their movies off and then put them back on and take them off. And you're trying to watch Lion King, but Lion King isn't on there because Disney decided to take it away. And I'm mad again.
And see, you hit on something. You hit on something that we covered before, but I'll repeat again. You're playing a video game and then it's just gone.
Yep.
You're in the middle of, because remember, you don't own it anymore. If for some strange reason, let's just say you're playing Cutie Cupcake Adventure 6.
That doesn't exist, and I'm sad it doesn't.
But you're playing this game on this Xbox. And then let's just say the developer of it is moving on, going over to something else. So whatever agreement that they had with Microsoft ends. And then it's no longer on the Game Pass. And remember, you don't own it, so it's not as if you can play it at your leisure. So it's just gone.
We did cover this because I was talking about how I play a lot of RPGs and JRPGs, and that's no bueno for me.
Well, I'll take I'll take it one step further. Let's say it's not even a JRPG. Let's just say it's a game. You don't game as often as I do, but when you do, it is sporadic. So let's just say you're playing this game January. Oh, you finally have some free time in April, and the game's gone.
Yep.
And that's just it.
I would be angry because that's exactly how I game.
Like, and that's just it. And
It's like
there's nothing
when
you can do.
my husband trades the game away because he's like, "Oh, you're not playing anymore." But I'm playing. I wanted to play it now. Come on, it's June. June is gaming month.
Now, one thing that I will say to Microsoft's credit, they aren't making this the norm. They are just giving this as an option. Now, what scares me though is the language. It's a choice. We're not making you. The last time that I heard someone say it's a choice and we're not making you was the whole argument for net neutrality. And I'm sorry, I will keep talking about this for as long as I have to worry about a fast lane and a slow lane. I'm sorry. But
it just made me think of the Burger King thing.
The fact that you have Burger King, the people who are making nacho fries and tacos, are talking about, are getting into the ring with bullying and net neutrality?
Not to mention states are about to loophole a lot of companies. It's hilarious. But anyway, getting off topic.
But I am highly skeptical. I want to own my games, especially games that I like. If I'm going to get a game that I'm not really going to like, then I could, unfortunately, perhaps invest not invest, but, give my money to GameStop. As much as I don't like them, I see what they're there for. But I don't have that option because I won't ever own anything. And I don't like not owning things. Now, is it cheaper? Oh yeah. It's great for people who have so much time they want to play a little bit of everything. They want to, use mom and dad's money to go buy a system or something like that.
It's great for people who don't game and are only going to be playing those random games because
you know when I see this being used the most?
Call of Duty?
No.
Oh.
When I see this being used the most?
Oh, when?
Christmas. Because what's the one you never want to get a console without any games. You may not know what little Billy wants, but if you get a game, if you give him that $500 ass system and then Game Pass, that this person, that he'll have some video games. I think that's a bonus. I like that.
Why are we buying little Billy a $500 system?
Because it's not as if he has the money for it, and he's been bugging his mom too much. His mom is still dealing with the fact that, the husband really doesn't do much anymore. So really, she's just trying to get some sort of normal, a sense of normalcy and some semblance of
what
order.
What type of broken home have you created?
I don't like Billy.
Why is Billy at a broken home?
I just told you, I don't like Billy. But anyway, this would be great for him because he has a variety of video games that he can, choose from. Now, it would really suck if he wanted to get into anything, actually fun. And you know what else now that we're talking about it, you know what else how millennials are killing things? You know what this will kill?
What?
Resale stores. Because if you don't own a video game, what exactly are you going to resell? Everything's a subscription service now.
Buying games online is kind of killing resale stores. Like, I think in Chicago alone, because that's where we live, I've already heard about 2 or 3 more GameStop shutting down. Mostly on the south end, but still.
Well, I actually see this kind of really cutting into that, because, GameStop is now about, smartphones and tablets and all this sort of stuff.
But see, they're doing what Blockbuster didn't do.
Okay, yeah, Blockbuster did not get with the times.
They started switching their focus to stay relevant, which I cannot blame them for.
No, but I
like the idea of being able to sell my phone that I paid off.
Yeah, but I also like the ability to, own what I own and play when I want to play it.
Plus, GameStop and Best Buy and other places are still going to be relevant for those who want to buy the hard copy. Because unlike VHS, the thing that make people want to buy these things is collector's editions.
Yeah, I'm not going to be able to, I won't be able to get that. And that's going to be a no.
You would not have been able to get your Persona 5 collector's edition.
Oh.
So I don't see this killing anything as far as that goes. I see it being a annoying poke in the side. But we shall see.
Yeah, we'll see. I mean,
we're not fortune tellers, and neither of us have a degree in economics. Or at least I don't. I don't know what you did in college. I hate math.
No, I don't. But we'll definitely we'll see how it goes. But yeah, I'm curious about how this is going to play out. But I'm still highly skeptical about this
Game
sort of
Pass
push.
has also only been here for 6 months now.
Did a whole lot better than GameStop's Power Pass, but yes,
be nice.
All right.
Unfortunately, he has not released. Microsoft and Xbox have not released the numbers as far as how well it's done in the past 6 months. Honestly, with everything going on in gaming, I don't see it doing as well as they like us to think, because a lot of gamers are upset with a lot of game developing companies.
Well, yeah, and for good reason. So, but we'll definitely see how this plays out. Expect the worst, hope for the best, right? With that being said, this is Mr. Gamer.
And this is Kitty the Ball.
Signing off.